Well, yeah, this is Vinny LaBella from Exhorta, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with the fucking Crypt.
Hey, this is Carl from Now, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania.
You're listening to the best Metal-O-Mania.live.
You are listening to the home of metal, Metal-O-Mania.live, powered by B Squared Inc. Entertainment. This is the Crypt, and it's time to find your happy place. Light a stogie, pour a stiff one, and let's fucking party.
Out of the ashes, new Eden will emerge.
We wanted a battle of the road. live from our fucking bat cave, yo.
Ground Zero.
It's our Area 51, yo.
You can't even see this. It's so secret.
And just like that, with a little chaos, we open episode 155. What's up, Scully? How are you tonight?
I am great. Thank you. How are you doing?
Very good. Very good. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a kick-ass one for everybody. We got a fantastic playlist that I'm just excited as fuck to shoot all over everybody's ear holes tonight.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, right. And we are going to be joined by Slashers, as a matter of fact. I got to check out my new Slashers
I know.
gear.
I like it. It's bright.
Fucking,
You got your sunglasses on,
I'm
but
on fire tonight.
I do not over here. So
Fuck yeah, we're going to do and celebrate Slashers. We're going to talk to them dudes, a badass band out of New York. Looking forward to that. I like your Testament shirt, by the way.
thank you.
Very cool. Very cool.
Got a bit
You-
of yellow myself in it.
Fuck yeah, good stuff. Look, we got the gray background and bright yellow in the foreground. So
Right.
there you go, man. It's going to be a good time. And I'll tell you what, before we do get too deeply into the show tonight, I want to very quickly, well, we open the show with Chaos tonight. A very, very kick-ass band, man. They are, of course, they have 2 albums out. They are from India. That, of course, though, is a single they just released that we played for you guys tonight, man. And go to their Facebook page, go to their Bandcamp, like them, love them, give them the goods, man. Because, man, as you can see, what a badass song. Good stuff. And also, before we move on, State of Deceit was so awesome to join us last week. We hope you guys caught that show. And I want to just say, Pete! Fucking Pete! God damn
Thank
it.
you, Pete.
I fucking called Pete Steve. I called Pete Steve 3 fucking times last week, I think, man.
Shame on you.
I'm a douche. I'm a yellow douche, as
That
it
might
were.
be what happens when you do 2 or 3 interviews in a day.
Yeah,
or
it is,
a couple
man.
days.
I interviewed him the
span
same
there.
day we talked to the Prometheum guys, and that dude's name was Steve, and I probably called him Pete, so there you go, man.
Doesn't
but-
make it right.
But what I can assure you is this. They are both kick-ass bands, and I hope that you support them both and show them the love. And a matter of fact, State of Deceit is going to be a part of, despite the fact that I called them the wrong name several times, they're still going to be a part of our 420 release.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Very cool.
Good.
So, very cool band.
Make
Make
sure
sure
we
you
get
show
it
them
right
the love.
on
Yeah.
that for sure.
And their album that is out is called Retribution, which is just fantastic. So we do appreciate that. And again, we're looking forward to talking to Slashers tonight. And we got Chaos in your ear hole, so we're kind of already off and running to the races already, right? You know what I mean? Scully and I came running out here to get ready for the show tonight after a kick-ass session of powerballing. And here we go. There you go.
Right.
And if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, you missed the show last week, and that's bad on you. All right, so what do we got tonight? We're going to get into a lot of different subjects tonight. We're going to talk a lot about the dishonesty of the human soul tonight. That's kind of be our topic, more or less.
Very deep way to put it.
Yeah, I kind of fell into it. You know, last week we got into so many things that we never got to get quite to the subject of the infidelity thing I had put together, man. There was that guy who got caught at the soccer match on TV kissing the girl, and then apparently it was, he was with his girlfriend and his wife didn't know.
Dumbass.
Right. And it kind of led me into looking into a lot of those things. There's a lot of stuff like that, though. There was a lot of ground to cover.
I bet. Yeah. Okay.
And then, of course, that led to some different topics with Scully and I. We got talking about not just cheating, but then lying and thievery. And we know some people that are crazy with some thievery shit, and we're going to share some of that as well.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just curious, like what level are you?
Where's your line?
Where do you fall? So
right. A lot
we'll
of
get
it
into
comes
that.
down to what is the shit you do when nobody's looking.
We'll get into that.
That's right.
We'll talk about it.
That's what we're going to get into a lot of that tonight. So let's get right into the show, shall we? Oh, I do want to tell everybody that we have a lot of great things coming up, man. We've got some interviews coming up. Not only are we talking to Slashers tonight,
Okay.
we got Dust Bolt coming up. We got Outlier coming up. We got Self Disgrace coming up. We got Hyperion on the show. We're going to be talking to Hazard again. I mean, Degenerate, which is a fucking smashing band. I mean, we got just so many great things coming. So you're going to want to spend your hump days with us coming up if you love your metal, because we're going to keep bringing it at you.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to do? You want to play some jams?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we are going to be talking to Self Disgrace coming up soon. They are a thrashy death metal band out of Italy. They got a brand new release that's getting ready to come out called Fetus and Fee 2, which we'll be talking to them about during the interview. But I thought, what a good time to dig out their. They got an interview for a song from 2018 for their Partner in Crime song, and I dig it. And I almost shared it a couple months ago, but I thought, let's do it now. Good time setting it up, and then we'll do a two for right now. As a matter of fact, what do you think?
Okay.
Let's play some Degenerate for you. This Degenerate release, Devastation Ahead, is so crazy good, and they're another band that we have on tap for you. So if you keep hanging out, you'll get to see an interview with them as well. So we're going to play Radiation Recondite tonight.
Okay.
And you're not ready. I'm telling you, you're not ready for none of this shit tonight. So strap in your seatbelts, Put on your fucking helmets. Let's fucking rock and roll. Let's do the metal all night long. Episode 155. Kick it off. You ready, Scully?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. Do we got seatbelts on these chairs?
No.
Fuck. Well, let's hold on to something.
Okay.
There you go.
I'd like to say hi to all the kids looking in tonight. Hey, kids.
You beat me makes you a stronger man. Flash, just use your fingers to choke me and strangulate. Lay me the signs of your force in my face. Take off your belt and strike. Take my feet and drag me until I stop to shake. No, your domination is completely settled. I introduce you, my partner in crime. Cruelty and violence you show me isn't seize your body, it sounds hard to believe. Do you hear the noise of kicks and punches in your skin? Slaughtering of your flesh is now my melody. Now your damnation is completely settled. I introduce you, my partner in crime. Your damnation is completely settled. Are you ready to die? I am calling for him, see fear in your eyes. Mine are full of blood that you made me blow out. Now when you see him coming, you don't take on what you've done. You are just too scared to stay breathless on the ground. You beat me makes you a stronger man. Crouch, just use your fingers to choke me and strangulate. Lay me the signs of your force in my face. Take off your belt and strike. Take my feet and drag me until I stop to shake. Now your damnation is completely settled. I introduce you, my partner in crime. Your damnation is completely settled. Strong and heavy, are you ready to die? Die! 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 Partner in crime!
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
What? Wait. Ah! Watch out, nigga!
Bring the drone and don't fuck with the beanbag boys.
That was tough.
Time
I don't know about you, but I'm having a ball.
So, how about that for a 1-2 punch to the fucking jawbone?
Yep, yeah.
And we're going to talk to both of those bands coming up, man. How cool is that, dude?
Very cool.
It is cool. It's a good time to be a Metal-O-Maniac. I know that.
I think so.
And something else to think about. Am I the only one who's terrified? A little bit? Just a little terrified?
I guess it depends on what we're talking about.
A little. Every major dystopian sci-fi fucked up movie starts within the background somewhere. There's a news story of a little fucking virus going around that don't seem to mean shit. And then boom, plague
All of a sudden,
worldwide.
Hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands.
Yeah,
and
right?
Millions. And
fucking, it's weird that it's named after a beer, but it's still scary. You know what I mean? Don't you think?
SARS. Yep.
I know what you were doing, damn it. Leave the dogs alone.
Just make sure he's good.
But
I got it.
do you want a Corona right now?
No.
Or I heard somebody call it Hong Kong flu-y, and I do like that.
You
but
think that's funny?
It's pretty funny, but it's pretty. I don't know, man. You know, I mean, you never know. It did. You see, it recently did surpass the SARS deaths this week, so it's officially worse than
People
SARS.
definitely made a big deal about SARS. So.
Right. And it has killed more people than SARS now. Less people than the flu this year.
This is going to sound fucked up because how many Americans did SARS kills versus Hong Kong flu? Because that's probably the difference for us, at least specifically.
I know.
Like,
we are a bunch of dickholes.
not for like us, but like as
no,
Americans,
yeah, right?
right?
We're dumb
Like,
Americans.
We don't care about other countries.
I know Americans are. We're kind of dickholes, but anyway. But yeah, it is one of those things. So anyway, keep your eyes out, man. So what I'm saying is though, we need to start now with the metalhead underground fucking bunker situation.
Oh, so you're basically just trying to see if you can like leech on to somebody else's.
Don't y'all want to
fucking,
save us, brother? Brothers and sisters, who wants to have our back is what I'm asking you. You know, when this fucking thing hits, and I know some of y'all out there have some survivor bunkers. I fucked up. I didn't do it.
No,
I didn't do it. I wasn't apocalypse.
You know, I've got a fuck ton of canned goods in my cabinet.
We do.
I will bring all of that
come
with
with
us.
stuff.
Yeah,
we got stuff. And dude,
it's obviously stuff not that I won't eat because I haven't eaten it yet.
Yeah. we're going to continue our resume even because I will bring metal. I will. If you have electricity wherever I will bring you so much metal. It's crazy. We could live the rest of our lives with never hearing the same song twice.
See, that is the thing where you have stocked up on a media that is going to go obsolete at some point. You're not going to be able to power that any longer. And then what are you going to do?
I don't know.
What do you
There's
mean?
got to be some way, man. We can fucking rub sticks together and make the computer work or something, man.
That's not the way it works.
I'll tell you this. You give me something and I'll start singing Slayer songs at you all night.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Fuck yeah.
Just singing.
We'll do that. We'll make something happen.
Karaoke style.
We got canned goods and metal, you guys, so make room for us in your shelter.
All right.
What do you think?
That's a fair deal.
We're worth having around. We're okay. We're not too shitty.
I think I'm pretty funny.
Fuck, I'm old. It's not like I'm going to live forever. So, fuck. You know what I mean?
Although you're getting healthy,
goofy.
so you're going to live longer.
Longer than I looked to trajectoried a little bit recently. Whatever those words were I just said. Who cares?
I think I understand what you're saying.
Let's move. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. You fuckers out there in Metal-O-Mania land are both awesome and amazing and sick. And those are three things, and I said both.
You love them all for
those. Yeah, you're crazy motherfuckers, man. I got
But what
so
are you
much
thinking of
awesome
right now?
shit in conversations with everybody this week as the result of our Urban Dictionary coverage last week. If you didn't catch the show last week, please do. We talked a lot about some Urban Dictionary stuff. It was very funny. We had a lot of fun with it. Fucking Slayer.
I think that's funny that that's in the Urban Dictionary.
It is cool. Yep. And I got a lot of, there was a couple, and some of them I kind of overlooked. Well, some of them I didn't talk about because either they were too gross for me.
Nasty.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not into too much of the gross stuff. Or I feel like they're very known. I had 13 of you say, hey, man, you didn't do Shame Fuck. 13 of you. But I did overlook Shame Fuck because I feel like Shame Fuck, everybody knows Shame Fuck, right?
It's pretty obvious, right?
Right. When you fuck someone that you literally have zero attraction to whatsoever, you're fucking despite zero, and it happens.
Right.
Well, Shame Fucks happen.
But yeah, people know what that is.
Yeah, I thought somebody did. And what about the Spastic Eagle? Do you know the Spastic Eagle? This was one I didn't know.
Yeah, you may not. You should have shared, I guess, if it's.
Yeah, this is one
it?
I did not know. Someone sent it to me this week, and I did go to look because I was like, man, how did I miss that? And I looked, it was there. I just somehow missed it. But the Spastic Eagle is when a woman is lowered herself anally on a penis.
Okay.
And is sucking on a penis and jerking off 2 of them at the same time. So if you were to like green screen all the penises out and just look at her body, she'd look like she's flapping around like a spastic eagle.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I gotcha.
So there you go. We're gonna have to build a room. We're gonna build a spastic eagle room. And there was a couple more that. Oh, I guess
Why do you
one
need a
more.
room?
Gummy. So a bunch of people sent the gummy, and I thought people know what that is.
I don't know what a gummy is.
Oh, really? I'm surprised at that.
No.
A gummy is a toothless blowjob. A toothless blowjob is a gummy. I hear they're big in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think it would. I mean, is getting over the initial like, you're getting a blowjob from a toothless bitch, but it probably would be a good thing, right?
Probably, I've heard more than a few people over the years be like, "Dude, this chick's teeth were killing me," but so I got to feel like they're obstructions, right?
I mean, it's a skill to learn how to like avoid that, but otherwise, just knock out all your teeth.
You're amazing, by the way. Anyway, let's. I did want to talk a little bit about thievery in this break, if you want to. What do you think? Yeah, Scully and I know some. Kind of the theme of the show tonight is going to be, dishonesty. A little bit of kind of what do you do when people aren't looking?
How's that the theme, though? What else are we going to talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about infidelity. We're going to talk about thievery, and we're going to get a little bit into lying.
Okay.
So, it is kind of like we're kind of character issues, I guess, if you want to break it down. But I thought for now we'd get into thievery a little bit. Like what are the level, probably this break and the next break, because we got that much ground to cover.
It is a lot, right?
But Scully and I have family members and friends.
Right. Lots of people, actually. I mean,
that are
coworkers.
And coworkers, right.
It doesn't seem to matter, how rich or poor you are or
also true.
Whatever.
Right.
But go ahead.
But that seemed to will just take things for broke. We know people that if we go to a restaurant with them, the entirety of things on the table will leave with that person.
Whatever is there is up for grabs.
Yeah.
Let's just
shot
say.
glasses gone.
If it's
ceramic
a cool
dishes
little like
with
ramekin that they like brought you salsa in or something.
Oh yeah. You better not have a kind of specialty glass of any sort because that's gone. Am I joking? I won't throw them under the bus and mention them, obviously, but we know more than a few. This is not just a couple of people. We know. I mean, I know people that have assortments of like the metal trays that you get. Like if you order fajitas, you get the metal trays. What the fuck do you need a shitload of fucking, Applebee's metal trays for? Seriously. That's crazy. It's weird.
For when you want to make it at home.
I guess. Yeah. But, it's bananas, man. And it's not something you and I do.
But it's also just like salt and pepper shakers.
Yes.
You go to the restaurant where they have, the...
Any kind of,
or
what's the place with the salt and pepper shakers with the cowboy helmets on it? I mean, hats on it.
I don't know.
The cowboy hats, because I think we have family members with them in their house right now. So
probably Longhorn, if I had to guess.
I think you're right.
But do you? So basically, what level are you?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
I want to know, like, how much will you witness or maybe participate in? Before you draw the line.
Right.
How honest are you? Will you leave extra money on the table because you know that they stole some shit and you have guilt about it, so you leave an extra 20? So
right. Well, we're going to talk about that some in the next break too, the tipping angle of that. But
so what's up for grabs as far as you're concerned?
Right. Let me put it to you this way: if you're at dinner with someone, if you're at dinner with a couple and they start just heisting shit off the table, is your reaction A, just start heisting your own shit because, like, hey, I'm not leaving without things too?
Right.
Is it B, to sit there kind of quietly and just be like, fuck it, they are who they are? Is it C? Is it C?
Sorry,
Mr. Miyagi attack. Always can happen in the studio, but is it C to, kind of quietly judge them, even like not participate and think to yourself like quietly, wow, what the fuck is going on? Which is kind of who we are, I guess. To be honest, we're C. We don't we do judge, but to ourselves later, we're like, God damn it, you see that? That was crazy. But or is it the other way around? Do you go all the way to choice E? Do you turn them in? Do you say fuck that? You can't do that, man. What are you doing?
Right? Do you either
do
stop?
You speak up?
I guess there's E and then F. Do you stop them,
right.
or do you just throw cash on the table to cover because you're from your own guilt?
Yeah. Who are you? We're going to ask you lots of questions tonight about who are you. We're going to assume you're metalheads, so we're going to shove metal into your faces in between questions, but we're going to ask you all night long, who the fuck are you people, man?
That's really fun.
We want to know here at Metal-O-Mania. I'm not a big thief guy.
No.
Just not my thing.
I'm pretty honest.
I was when I was young. Although, I that's true. I definitely, when I was young, man, 7-Eleven was my bitch. I'm not going to lie. You know, it was. I'd go in there stoned at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, and somehow get out of there with a, bag of chips and a soda and shit like that. I was
Not that
bad
I
for shit
condone
like that.
stealing or anything, but I guess if you're going to do it, at least do it from a company and not an individual.
Yeah.
Don't steal from people.
Yeah, stealing from an individual's way more
that's
fucked up.
Don't steal from
Stealing
people.
from anybody's fucked up, but stealing from a person is just way.
So I guess that kind of
dude, you work. That person worked for their shit.
So let's say you're walking behind somebody leaving a store and they drop something.
Oh, who are you?
Are you going to pick it up?
Are you the pocketer?
And keep it? Are you going to be like, hey, excuse me, you just dropped that?
Yeah.
Are you going to maybe, if you can't get them for some reason, like return it to the store counter so they can come back for it? Maybe
the track
if they claim
you down
it?
person.
If you saw them drop it.
Yeah.
You know whose it is.
Yeah,
There's
there's no doubt you're getting your
like,
money. I won't let you walk away without your money. I grew up with mirrors and I'll tell you what, I grew up with my dad. I bring up my mom and my dad a lot on, but Pop, rest in peace, Pop, love you. But Pop wasn't having that shit. It just wasn't
Return
about
that
that.
shit.
That shit ain't yours, motherfucker. You didn't work for it. If you didn't work for it, it ain't fucking yours. If you didn't bleed for it or work for it, it ain't fucking yours. That, man, I can't tell you how many times Pop told me that shit. If you didn't bleed for it or you didn't work for it, it ain't fucking yours. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
So I just, had a different take on that, I guess. But we are curious, where does the line fall for you?
Right.
Send us your, comments. Even if you're watching this later on demand, you don't have to be watching live. We enjoy those comments we get later in the week. So keep on hitting them with us. So what else though? We'll get into some of this thievery stuff on the other side. Let's play a song.
Okay. All right.
And matter of fact, what song do we have next? Do you have my notes for me? Look, you rock, Scully. You rock. We got Remission coming up, man. This fucking band is so badass. They're so killer. I love the fuck out of this release. It's called The Tether's End, and we're going to play the title track off of it right here, right now, for you, Metal-O-Mania. You thieving bitches.
Oh, you mean like 007?
Yeah, except only I'm going to be 009 and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Look at your fucking face.
And that is a little remission for you. The Tether's In. Those dudes are out of Australia, formed in 2014. And you know what? I'm fucking everybody over a little bit tonight. Because if you're playing the drinking game, I'm about to get you tore down all at once because I have failed you. Not only is that remission a debut, so get your drink on. If you're new to the show, every time we say the word debut, you do a bong, hit a drink, whatever. You know, we don't judge. Whatever your thing is.
It's up to you.
Or nothing. We're not peer pressure, folks.
We're going to judge you.
Yeah, right on. But if you do play along, then we opened the show with Chaos, which was a debut release. Then we played you some Self-Disgrace and Degenerate. Self-Disgrace was that debut, which they do have a new one coming out, but that was their debut we played. And then we played you some Degenerate off of their debut. So, man, there you go. That's like, what, 5 shots in a row? Something like that? And Scully just said debut, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Debut.
So, a little bit of that for you. Trust me, keep drinking. We're funnier if you do. What else are we getting into? You know, I did want to bring up, along the lines of thievery, we know some people that have mastered it, don't we? I know people that refuse to buy condiments, that just ketchup, mayonnaise, you know, salt
Anything.
and pepper, napkins, sugar, sweet and low. Things like that are just, it's
Free.
not even, they're just free. Yeah.
The world provides that for you.
Right, that's true. I mean, there are people that are going to watch this show tonight and going to call me later and be like, dude, what the fuck? I didn't say your name.
Personally attacked by this episode.
I didn't say your name, motherfuckers. But what is up with that? You know, I know a dude, and I won't throw his name under the bus, but I know a dude that's got it mastered. I know a dude that literally in his trunk, and I've talked about this before, with him on the show. So there's a little bit of a hint, I guess, but we've had a lot of people on the show, so good luck. But who will drive us around with his trunk, has all the major cups in it. It's got a Burger King cup, a Wawa cup, you know, all the major fast food cups. And he just confidently walks into any store with his cup. And, you know, if they do question him, I'll be like, oh, my girlfriend got me something, and we were in the car eating, and I'm coming in to get a refill. And, man, you'd be surprised how far confidence takes you. And most $12 an hour fast food employees don't even give a fuck if you're coming in anyway. They're not going to care. So this dude just makes their sodas are free. Shit like that is free. He knows how to. He's got a Wawa fucking food stamp, paid stamp that he carries around with him. So he can go to Wawa, order food.
Well, that can't
put
be.
a stamp on the thing, and then fucking,
They've caught up to that.
Oh,
it's
maybe.
all electronic now. There's no way for him to fake that now.
Well, maybe. This is
probably
a while
because
ago.
of people like him.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. This is a while ago that I know he was doing that, but I was like, wow, brother, you've got
That's ballsy.
You know, right. And it did lead me to wonder, how much money does this dude save a year on shit like this? And how much money
I know how much I'm spending
the rest
on
of
it,
us, the
so.
taxpayer. But anyway, right, yeah, no kidding.
For myself, you know, not even as like through taxes. I'm saying like just how much fucking my paycheck goes to bullshit, like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, because we pay for
Eating.
our fucking condiments and shit,
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But what do you think of that? Are you somebody who just like, man, the sweet and low is there for me to take for the rest of the week, or is it there for you to take right now for your visit?
The drawer full of condiments, you know, the soy sauce and the fucking that kind of shit. Everybody has that just because when you get Chinese food, they give you so many fucking sauces that you end up, you know what I mean?
different.
You don't really throw those
Yeah.
away. You just kind of keep those.
I think that's different. Yeah, I
and then
agree.
occasionally you'll get like more ketchups or jellies from certain places. So you throw those in there too because you just have a drawer. And then at some point you have a drawer that you need to like clean out because it's just bullshit in there. But
See,
I can
I'm
see
not
where
sure.
people collect that kind of thing where it's not necessarily like they're thieving those things. They just collect them. So I guess those are pack rats.
Yeah, right.
So that's a different show. We'll tackle that.
I'm weird in a different way. If I come to your house and we're having a barbecue and everybody's eating hot dogs, and you open a drawer and start throwing ketchup packets around to everybody, I'm not gonna like that so much. How old's that fucking ketchup packet, man? How long's that been sitting there? You know what I mean? I don't know. Fucking 1975 ketchup packet and shit you're throwing at me. How the fuck do I know? You know what the fuck was it? Who was president when you got that?
That's funny. Sometimes, yeah. I
What
can
the
see
fuck?
that.
I don't know, man. I want to see a ketchup jar, man. Break out the Heinz, man. Let's do the
Jar.
Heinz. It's worth
Ketchup
it.
hasn't been in a jar. in I
Whatever.
don't
The
know how
plastic
long.
fucking upside down thing that, you know, was always on our goddamn door that falls off every time I open the refrigerator door.
Because you're aggressive.
But also along the lines of that is we know people that have told us, and I'm surprised
As far
by
as
this.
mastering the ability to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You
Self-checkout.
Self-checkout, right?
So I know people that have clearly, they're entitled. If they have to check out their own shit, they're entitled to something free.
1 or 2 items.
Right.
Extra.
And there's a system to it because, the register is based on weight. So the amount of like heavy items that you put in your cart, or on the table thing that's next to it, tells them how much shit you've paid for.
Right.
Or intend to pay for, I guess.
Right.
So there's a system. You got to put a heavy item and
Jeez Louise, man. That's
what,
fucked up.
weightless item? Like,
yeah, right.
Something like a light item.
2 medium items and count it as one and move it through.
Yeah, you got to there's a fucking thing to it, I guess, apparently.
If ever there was an argument for hiring employees instead of the fucking self-checkout, though, huh?
I mean, you're probably losing more in product
Then you would pay that fucker.
Than you would pay an employee an hour.
I bet that's true.
You know what I mean?
The fucked up thing with shit like that is, there's always going to be somebody who's working the system. And a confident motherfucker, like I said a minute ago about the cups and all that, a confident motherfucker can get away with murder. An ex-family member of ours had it down to a science where he would literally go into a store and confuse the red cashier by doing a bunch of numbers and back and forth with, oh, well, hold up, take this 10. No, wait, never mind. Let me give you this 20 instead and give me change. And, oh, you know what? Never mind. Let me go with the 10. And by the time he would get her all fucked up, he would get change for a 20, even though he ends up giving her a 10. And he was doing it on purpose, and he knew exactly how to work it. And there are people like that, man. There are predatory people that do not miss a beat when it comes to shit like that.
See that?
It's a weird world.
Well, I said earlier, I'd rather you steal from like a store or something, whatever. That is going to directly affect that cashier specifically.
Yeah.
Because her drawer is going to come up wrong.
Yeah.
She's going to be maybe just harshly talking to. Maybe she's going to be penalized. Maybe she's going to be suspended. Or maybe she's going to be fired. And you just cost that girl her job because you were able to confuse her.
Because you needed $8.
Good job, buddy.
I know. It is weird. It is weird, man. Everybody in the world's trying to get over for a nickel. And the problem is the nickel you're getting over on, somebody else is now short a nickel.
Somebody's paying for that. Right.
So
it's coming out
you
somewhere.
hate it when you're short the nickel. It just feels like, man, if we could all, again, when the end comes, we need to build this metal community, man, because that's why we got each other's back. I'll cover your nickel, you'll cover my nickel, and we'll make it happen like that, man. I do think there's a lot of people in our thing that's different. We do have a fucking kindredship that is a little different. I'll go to my grave believing that, man. I know there are exceptions. There are pieces of shit in every fucking genre, but for the most part, I will go to my grave believing that shit,
Yeah.
Good shit.
Generally, metalheads are good guys.
You metalhead motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Good
peoples.
Good peoples. Metalheads are good people. And speaking of good metalhead people, how about we talk to the Slashers guys?
Oh, good segue.
They are not only good people, they're a kick-ass fucking band. This debut, yeah, that's right, I got my Slashers gear on. Many of you may have saw me half naked at the pool on some Facebook the other day, posted a picture with my Slashers hat on. Believe it or not, I was in public and that's all I was wearing. Hey, man.
Nice.
I've lost almost 200 pounds. Fuck it. I'm lost almost 200 pounds and I'm old. I don't care what anybody thinks any longer.
Yeah, but you need to bring a towel when you go to the pool.
Did you forget to bring a towel?
You did.
I did forget to bring a towel. Yeah. I had to air dry. God damn it. Like Towley, I was a little baked. But anyway. But let's talk to our new pal Slashers, man. Our buddy James. Fucking this band is so kick-ass, truly. Their debut album is called Slashers, the self-titled. We played for you already the song Slashers a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to play you now the interview. We're going to play 5 Mile Grind off of the new album. And if you're not on this Slashers thing already, what is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
Right, what the fuck? Get on it. Don't steal it, though. Here you go. Let's talk to these dudes.
And now for something completely different.
All right, Metal-O-Maniacs. We got something special in store for you now. If you know and you've been hanging out with us here at the show, we've been telling you about these cats out of Brooklyn. Slashers with a brand new release called Slashers. We played the fucking title track Slashers, and I am officially a Slasher, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, right on, man. Yeah. We know how important it is for a band to have a self-titled, and we thought of no better way to kick off our self-titled with our self-titled track. We just thought it was really funny the way it lists when you see it on Spotify or in the car radio. So we always get a kick out of it, and I'm glad other people too, do as well. So yeah, it's just a funny thing that we just did on purpose, just to make people laugh, just to have like a little fun,
Well, I dig it. I've been running around the kitchen and in the studio going, I'm a slasher. So, it's contagious.
Yeah. So our guitar player, Blake, is the main music writer. And so he just has an innate ability to write songs that are memorable. And we all grew up listening to, a lot of different influences, but we always all had like a lot of common influences, everything from the Beatles to Sepultura to, Hendrix to, and everything in between. We've all agreed that there's like two kinds of music. There's good music and bad music. And to decide that is really your own opinion. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm glad that you're feeling it. And I think it's just good energy,
That's a great way to put it, man. It's a good energy to this release, man. It's a fucking high octane, high fucking, I like to say on the show that my favorite songs make me want to run through a wall, and this release qualifies for sure.
Oh, great, man. That's awesome.
Fuck yeah. Well, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie. I'm the lead singer and the front desk at Slashers.
Okay, good shit.
Thank you all for joining us and listening to our little interview today. And thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Fuck yeah, man. That's very cool shit. And on that note, who are the rest of the fellas in the band that didn't join us tonight? Who are the rest of the guys?
So I handle the vocal duties. Blake Charlton is on guitar. Jesse Adelson on bass, and Shane Mednick on drums.
Awesome. Good shit. And tell me, when did you guys form and bring this Slashers thing together, sir? Because I know this is a debut release, so.
Yeah. So basically, Blake and Shane had gotten together back in 2016 because Shane wanted to form a skate rock band. And everyone else in the band are all veteran musicians and have been doing this for a decade at least a piece, in some way, form or another. So they got together and started jamming out on some songs. Blake actually lied and said he had a few songs in the bag ready to do. And he just made up riffs on the spot because that's how talented he is, So they started grooving. They recruited Jesse, who's a veteran musician and also a music teacher in high school. So it's his life. So they recorded him, and they were just grooving right away, because they're all pro. And they tried out a few singers, but I guess it wasn't working out, or I don't really know what the circumstances were. So they had asked me a few times to come join the practice, and I kept I don't know. I just wasn't really sure. I hadn't done vocals in a band before. I had played guitar in my previous project, but I just gave it a shot. I didn't even know any of their songs. I didn't hear anything. I just showed up. And they were all, friends of mine. So we just got together and then just kind of started it out of nowhere. And it happened, organically, but that's the way it did happen. And I just made noises, just tried to come up with melodies. And then it just happened from there. And that was the fall of 2016. And then here we are now.
Fuck yeah. At what point in that process were you oh shit, we're onto something here, man? I think we got something cooking here.
I think right away there was something in the room that felt just special, for lack of a better word. We all just kind of got together and it just felt like something was in the room, and then I came back again. There was a strong enough feeling that I came back again still with no idea what I was going to do, what I was doing, the songs really. And so I just would record a voice memo each practice, and then I'll be oh, I like what I did there, that little melody of no words, it's just gibberish.
Let me turn that gibberish into words.
Yeah. And so it would just kind of start from there, and then we kept grooving, and then finally we locked down 6 songs and recorded a demo. in our practice space in the middle of the night during a blizzard snowstorm. And if that like doesn't exemplify our band, then I don't know like what else does, you know?
Yeah, that's good. That's good shit. Well, you guys are Brooklyn boys, so that's good shit also, man. You just up 95 a little piece, man. Tell me about the scene where you guys are at, man. What's going on with the local shenanigans, as it were?
You know, for years, again, all the other guys have been playing in touring bands for years and years and years. So, like, they all know everyone X, Y, and Z. I work in photo as a profession, so I have years of experience booking bands. And shooting bands and like doing music videos and of course just going to shows and stuff like that. So there's a lot of great people out there, not limited to like the other bands of the people in our band, like Concussion, Prostitution. Shane's also in Hightower. And there's tons of great bands going on right now, like Tower.
We've had Tower on the show, actually. We've interviewed Tower.
Great band, yeah. I shot their first music video, I believe, and the cover to their self-titled LP that I think is self-titled. It was on the N Records. That was a couple years ago, back in 2016. So those are all friends of ours. God, there's just so many bands going on right now that are just great. Maybe some are on hiatus. Dirty Fences.
Oh,
Metal Leg, you know, we listen to everyone and everything our friends have to offer. Brower, you know, a lot of good bands going on in New York for sure.
Fuck yeah, man. Killer scene to be a part of, man. Shout out to James Danzo out there, friend of the show.
Yeah, Danzo's a great human being, a great guitar player, and if he's listening, what's up? What's up, D?
Yeah, he supports the show, so he's probably out there listening. Much love, Dave.
Yeah, he's a rad guy.
So, you know, you guys put this release is brand new. It's fresh off the presses. Yep. You got the video to go along with it, which is a killer video, by the way. Tell me a little bit about making that video.
So the video that we just released for Slashers came together. Our buddy Nick Skolnick has been working in the TV industry for years. So he has a lot of contacts, a lot of access to some big boy toys, you know?
Yeah, cool.
His production company that he works for is called TV Boy, and they do a lot of like shows like Cash Cab, a lot of those like undercover, behind the scenes type, you know, shows, a lot of hidden camera type stuff. So he's been doing that for years. He just had an idea one day, and then he kind of started brainstorming about like his vision, and he had this whole thing lined out about how we like kidnap these people and then indoctrinate them and then make them like one of our own, you know, like our own brood, you know, having that hive mentality. So we thought it was really cool. We storyboarded it, did a lot of back and forth, and then we ended up shooting it over like 3 or 4 days in the fall. And he completely directed it, produced it, shot it, edited it, literally everything. And he had like a whole crew to go along with it. So many people to thank. It's all listed in our credits on our YouTube channel for that video. So a lot of people did a lot of great work for this, and we couldn't be more thankful.
And also, you know, speaking of that, for all of our listeners out there, what's the best way if they want to follow the band, they want to get it, they make sure they know what you guys are doing, never miss a video? You got a YouTube channel and Facebook and all that, right?
Yeah, we got everything through the line. We've got our Instagram, Slashers Kick Your Ass. We're on Facebook under Slashers. YouTube channel Slashers BK. You can go to our Bandcamp, and we're on. That's the number one. You know, that's the best place to hear our music is on Spotify. Our Bandcamp also has our entire catalog, including our demo. Slashers.bandcamp. You know,
you can get hard.
We're on all the major media fronts. Yeah.
Right on, cool. And you can actually get the hard copies of it on Bandcamp, right? You can actually get the physical.
Yeah, you can order the vinyl. We've got a regular black vinyl. We've got a limited edition green and red swirl. All vinyl is 180 grams, so it's all premium stuff. And yeah, we got our T-shirts and our stickers, and all our merch is on our Bandcamp as well. Okay. So yeah, you can always check that out too.
Well, you hear that, listeners? Because I'll tell you what, the Crypt, I'm going to head over to Bandcamp right after this interview because I need me a nice Slashers T-shirt and a sticker for the fucking Metal-O-Mania mobile. So There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Appreciate it.
So, well, I'm proud to be in it in part of the slashers thing, my friend. And I'll tell you what, all of you listeners out there, become a slasher now. Go over there, fucking hit the like button on the social media shit. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go over to Bandcamp and pick up a T-shirt because I promise you I'll be sporting one. So pick up one for
Thank
yourself.
you.
Fuck yeah.
We really appreciate it. We appreciate all the support from people like you and your wife. We couldn't be more thankful. We've had some really great responses from a lot of great people at companies, Vans, Volcom, Thrasher especially. Thank you, Thrasher Magazine, for everything you've done for us. Low Card. There's been so many people that have helped us along the way. So, we couldn't be more thankful for everyone that's been a part of everything.
Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah, man. Well, I tell you what, I appreciate the fuck out of you spending some time with us here at Metal-O-Mania, sir.
Appreciate you for having me and for talking about the band and for promoting the band. I thank you, from the bottom of my heart, from everyone in the band.
Fuck yeah. Slashers!
Hey, what's up all there out of Metal-O-Mania? This is Jamie from Slashers. We want you to become a slasher on Metal-O-Mania.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
We're not finger popping each other's assholes. What we're doing is getting shit done.
How amazing are those guys, man? How amazing is the fucking James and that band? It's just good stuff. And that's a cool animated video. I love it. The fucking first video we showed you a few weeks ago was great, man. Just a kick-ass talented band that I love and happy to support. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Good stuff. I was just asked on one of our Twitter things, here's a question from one of our listeners. Clearly not on topic with anything we're talking about, but how has there never been a porn star named Johnny Cockring?
There isn't?
Apparently not. I don't think there is.
Did you Google it?
Johnny Cockring.
Well, I guess they're just asking him just now. So
that's going to be my shit. That's going to be
my.
my name. That's going to be my porn name, Johnny Cockring. What do you think? What's your porn name, Scully?
I don't think I've come up with one before. At least it's not memorable enough to me remember.
Come on.
Have we come up with porn names?
I'm going to call you Natasha. I don't know. What do you think?
Kind of lame, honestly. But.
All right. Well, moving on.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about. First, but we'll get into infidelity in a second.
Can I talk about something else random? Since we're
Give
just talking about random ass shit.
Why not?
It's music related.
It is okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
today driving to work, I'm flipping through the radio stations, just mindlessly.
The awful radio
like,
stations, but go ahead.
And a lot of people were talking about Oscars, the Oscars that were on.
I didn't watch it, so
we didn't watch it. Yeah, I don't care, honestly.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how there was a performance by Eminem on the Oscars that everybody was trashing, basically, through Twitter, on the radio, all social media. Everybody's trashing because he sang a song from a movie from 8 Mile from 18 years ago.
Oh my God, was 8 Mile 18 years ago?
18, well, yeah, first, let's soak that in first off.
Oh, good gravy.
But yeah, so
Jesus.
18 years ago.
Our sons loved that movie. Did they? Our boys watched that movie 175,000 times. Am I wrong?
Was the youngest one even old enough?
Yeah, he was watching it. He was like, the scene where the girl licks her hand and puts it between her legs and stuff.
Lord.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus, we're awful parents.
But anyway, go on. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
18 years ago, that song was popular, and because of the movie, and they tied it in because of how the soundtrack makes the movie. And I guess they were listing a whole bunch of them. This is leading up to his performance. They were listing a whole bunch of them, and they landed on whatever the name of that song is. And then he came out from like the corner, like to singing it.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
Well, everybody, your initial that was everybody's reaction. Like this, what the fuck is this?
Like, what the hell's going on? Did Eminem just come out singing?
This isn't a current movie. This isn't, why is Eminem even
He just put out an
here?
album, I believe, didn't he? I'm sure
I
it's
don't know.
publicity for that. Even though it's an old
Well,
song, I'll
still
bet it's
only-
publicity.
I guess he only performed the one song.
Oh.
Maybe just to get his name in the fucking headlines
Yeah.
again. I don't know.
So people are trashing him because it's old and not current. And
Yeah, and I found myself feeling bad for him.
For Eminem?
Yes, which that's what my rant is about at the moment. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
so-
felt bad for
so you're
Eminem this
angry.
morning on the way to work because people were fucking trashing. Now on one hand, I feel like, yeah, dude, like it's 18 years old. Like I didn't know he had a new album coming out, so maybe that plays into it a little
I
bit,
can
but-
see that. If I may, though, my 2 cents. There are bands. Sister Christian is traveling. I mean, Night Ranger is traveling the country still, playing Sister Christian.
Right.
Hey,
If you got something that works, play it, and
Right.
make money, and do it. So I'm not necessarily knocking him for that either. So I get it. But
Man, people still go see Jimmy Buffett play Margaritaville.
it's funny.
You know what I mean? I believe now. I'll for the record, I'm not an Eminem fan. I probably couldn't name 2 songs. I'm not even sure what that song's called.
I don't know either.
Move Yourself. I'm gonna guess it's Move Yourself, but I'm not sure. And as a matter of fact, I think we probably know. And didn't Weird Al do a song? I think some of something of that. I think we know that probably better than we do the Eminem version. But the point being, what the fuck?
Get off his back.
Get off his back. Who cares?
Well, especially if he's got a new album coming out, that does make it semi-relevant because he's just trying to get his name in the headlines again. But
And I mean, that song was pretty popular, wasn't it?
the one that we can't even name and just don't even know what it is.
Well, we're metalheads, man. Metalheads. And we're different creatures.
And I never saw the movie.
Oh, see, I can't say. I never saw the movie start to finish, but over points
Saw
and
pieces of
yeah,
it
I'm sure I saw
throughout.
it all.
I
You
gotcha.
know what I mean?
I never
And
saw
I
it.
like that Anthony. Oh shit, I can't remember the damn actor's name, but the dude that plays his buddy, the dude that went on to be in The Shield, he played Antoine Mitchell in The Shield.
Oh.
Anthony.
Okay, I didn't know.
I can't remember,
All
but
right.
I really like that guy a lot. So yeah, it was cool. But yeah, so what? Fucking Eminem, man, get off the dude's back. Yeah, I know I'm a metal guy, but fucking he's Trust me, the thing about that does amaze me, and I can't help but shake, is everyone on their couch bitching about it. If you had a goddamn song that somebody was willing to pay you to play, you'd be doing it. I mean, you'd be doing. There's not even a question. It's not even a.
Didn't MC Hammer come out and do the I Can't Touch This recently?
He did the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you
so,
better believe
yeah,
it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, you better believe it. Of course he did. And if they ask him to do it next time, he's going to do it again. Of course he. And so would you. We're all whores. It's all a matter of how much money does it take for us to do the thing. It's true. The people who are so fucking sanctimonious and fucking judgmental and shit, you're just as much of a whore. Okay, you're $5 higher for your line. You're still a whore. You're just a pricier one.
That's funny.
Am I wrong? Fuck, I just, God damn it, man. We're all trying to get through the goddamn day to day. Relax a little.
You
Fuck
relax
me.
a little.
All right.
I know. I was just trying to like tell you about how I felt bad. Like
So Johnny Cockring, right? That's good. That's
funny
good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
But you know, I'll tell you what, even let's play a song and then we'll talk a little bit about infidelity on the other side of it.
That
What do you think?
sounds like it's gonna be calm.
Fuck yeah. Well, it is funny, actually. We're gonna have some fun with it, to be honest, because it does stem from that guy at the soccer game a few weeks ago that got called on the cam, you know. And it's funny, too. We'll show it when we get to it. But the guy, like, leans in on the girl to kiss her, and he's clearly, like, sees that he's on camera and reacts immediately, like, oh, fuck. You know, it's great. It's funny. And we'll talk about that. But I'll tell you what we're going to do before that is we're going to Sepultura you.
Okay.
You know, the brand new release Quadra is officially out. I am a Derek Green fan on the record. I always have been. I always will be. I'm a fucking Andrews fan. I love all of it. I love fucking Soulfly. I love every part of everything that's come to be Sepultura pieces. And I do love this, man. We still play Resistant Parasite all the time from the last release, but I love this Means to an End song. Quadra is available. Please get it. It's amazing. Metal for you.
Up top. No, fuck you guys.
Embrace a battle. Engage. We find the people they prey on. Proof we all want something more. A fear of the foreign invader. The losers and killing the true. A desperate way to gain the faith. Emotions controlling the world. It will make no difference the era we live. We join and witness to the eyes. Wake up, or still play. Brainwash, politics. Lost, convinced in faith. Lord, leads to your wait for decisions. It's only a matter of time. A day will come, it's on the way. The terror will come to an end. It makes no difference, the era we live. It's time and witness to die. Wake up, or still play. Brainwash, politics. Wake up, or still play. Brainwash.
Note to self. Learn to fight.
Fucking Sepultura. I love Sepultura. I love all Sepultura. I love old Sepultura. I love new Sepultura. They're not the same thing. I agree. There are many people I know that are big and proponents of, they should at least change their name because it's not the same thing and blah, 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 whatever. It's great. I love it. Why bitch about something that's great? Sepultura has a quite detailed and fucked up drama history. The two brothers hated each other for a while, and now, of course, they've reformed, and there's just so many breakups and different kind of thing. But the fact is, there are now two different bands that are both kick-ass, and I love them both, and it's a great thing, and why bitch about it? It's weird to me that we, I see a lot of, there's actually been a little bit, Derek Green, the new singer for Sepultura, has gone back and forth in the social media shit and the media circles against Gloria, who is who is Max's wife, who, who cares? I'm not even going to go down that road. It's too TMZ for me already to talk about. But the point is, there's great metal coming out, and this Quadra release is fantastic, and I recommend it. I think it's a great release. I really do. And I think that's a good time to talk about this metal elitism thing that's going on out there. I see a lot of arguments going on about Sepultura. I see a lot of arguments going on about a lot of things. I have been critical myself. I am guilty myself at times of being like, what the fuck? How do you like Ghost? Or what the fuck? You know what I mean? But we need to step back from that, you guys. We need to realize what we have in common as opposed to what we don't. We, as metalheads especially, we have much more in common than we don't. Much more. There's way more of a unionship here than we should argue about. I saw an argument a couple of weeks ago on Facebook where somebody was literally having a fucking vehement, disgusted argument about whether Anthrax or Overkill should be in the fucking Big Four. Like, I have my opinion on that. Overkill. But it's my opinion, and that's the whole point of it. We're all allowed to have our own opinion. And it did kind of get me thinking earlier this week, and it set up a little bit of a rant that I wanted to share with everybody tonight. So I hope you don't mind, but it must be time for a little Metal Musings with the Crypt. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Here you go.
And now, it's time for Metal Musings with the Crypt.
Hey there, Metal-O-Maniacs. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Metal-O-Mania. See this? Do you know what this is? This is a peanut butter, American cheese, and mayonnaise sandwich. That's right, you heard me right. It's a peanut butter, American cheese, and mayonnaise sandwich. And this was my father's favorite sandwich on earth. Rest in peace, Papa, love you. Every single time my father made one of these sandwiches, we all gave him shit and said, what in the fuck are you eating? And his response never wavered and never changed. You know what his response was? Don't fucking eat it. It's my sandwich. You don't gotta fucking eat it. If you don't like it, don't fucking eat it. And that ties into a discussion that I see being made on many metal conversations today. And it's a weird parallel that I'm trying to figure out, and I'm hoping you guys will help me. It's one of those things where I see we argue on our metal pages all day long whether or not we agree on bands that we like. Metal's not supposed to be a trend. Let's go right there from the start. Metal is not trendy. It's precisely the opposite of that. We go with what feels good and what looks good and what tastes good and what gets in our guts, and it's visceral. You know what I mean? And it can't be explained. It's something that we've talked about many times on the show. I am personally not a fan of Ghost. I'm not personally a fan, but I don't care if you are. You understand what I mean? I'm not a fan of baby metal personally. The band out of Japan. But again, I view it for what it can possibly be that is positive. You know what? I guarantee you this, there are a ton of today's baby metal fans that will be tomorrow's Hyperia fans and fucking, Hazard fans and, more kind of elevated metal bands, in my opinion. And that's a good thing. If baby metal serves as a gateway drug to better metal, that's a good thing. At least they're not listening to Justin Bieber. It's weird to me that we bitch at each other over the things that we don't agree on that we like musically. If you went to a restaurant and we all ordered different things, and I had this super awesome steak that I loved, and to me it's the greatest steak I ever had in my life, and I offered you a bite of it, and you were like, yeah, it's a pretty good steak, but it's not the greatest steak I ever had in my life. Would I beat you over the head with that difference of opinion? I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like we would be okay with it. I feel like we could survive it. Why is it that when it comes to music, why is it? And honestly, I personally can't stand rap. I can't stand country. It's just genres of music I don't like. I don't care if you do. I know a lot of you do. I've had a lot of metalheads hit me up and say, "Oh man, there's a couple country songs I like and all that." And honestly, there's a couple I like from back in the day that make me think of my father and whatever kind of nostalgia reason. But you know, we're allowed to like whatever feels good. You don't have to explain it. I recently asked a band member, "What is your guilty pleasure?" And it was the greatest answer I ever heard. There's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it, and fuck everybody who doesn't like my enjoying it. They're trying to stop me from enjoying something. Fuck them. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. And we need to accept that together as a metal community. We don't all have to like the same thing. You know what I mean? I don't love a lot of the new metal stuff, NU metal. I'm not a fan of a ton of that. But it doesn't mean it should disappear and that their fans have no merit and have no value to this thing of ours. Of course they do. Of course they do. And at the end of the day, would you rather someone listen to Disturbed or go into a Justin Bieber concert? Because I know I got a clear favorite there. I got a clear preference. And again, it's hard for me to imagine that if we had different tastes as far as art, things that we look at, you know, do we all have to look at things the same way? Do we have to find the same things beautiful as each other? Do we have to find the same things, you know, ugly? Do we have to? It's just so silly to me. We all are different people from different backgrounds and different life experiences, and different things touch us. There are songs out there that I'll be honest with you, musically maybe not be great, but the lyrics somehow reach me. The lyrics touch me. The lyrics talk to me in a way that, through something I've been through, kind of gets me. I have a gigantic affinity for Suicidal Tendencies, and I'm not making that equation. They're great musically as well, certainly. But I have a huge affinity for them because they really helped me through my fucking teenage angst in a way that can't be explained by just music. It's more than that. It really is. It's a deeper, more richer thing. And it's really part of the fabric of me. And I can't expect you to understand that, and I can't expect you to share that. That's my thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully your thing is close enough that we can share the Suicidal Tendencies thing together. That's what makes this whole metal thing awesome. Is that at the end of the day, we do have enough shared experiences. We do have enough angst and understanding of each other's plight of just being a goddamn anger-ridden human being that we can share in this thing together, man. And, okay, so you like Disturbed more than Slayer. I personally think that's crazy. And I'm allowed to say that. And I don't mean it as an insult, and it shouldn't be meant as an insult. And you're allowed to think I'm crazy for disagreeing. And then we can have a beer together and be glad that we're listening to something that makes us happy. Because that's what it's all about, man. You know, at the end of the day, what really matters is what makes you feel good. I'm so glad that so many of you come here and hang out with us while we do this show and enjoy metal. Metal is your thing, or you wouldn't be hanging out with us. And I love that about you. It's a community, it's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood, it's a deep and it's a fucking valuable thing to all of our lives, man. Anybody who's into metal, nobody's halfway into metal. If you're into metal, you're fucking into metal, you know, and I love you for that. And I don't give a fuck if we have different piano keys or whatever the fuck, or guitar strings or whatever that makes us that much different from whatever. We're all metalheads, man. We're all metalheads. There's power in that. There's unity in that. Let's fucking bring it together, man. Maybe there is a message being sent to us that we don't all have to exactly have the same taste, but let's appreciate that we have that passion anyway. And hell, maybe if you try something every now and again, it's not as bad as you think it is. Ain't that right, Pop? And I hope you agree. What do you think? So we do want to hear your feedback on that piece, and let us know. You don't
have to like it.
How does that reach it? Right? You don't have to fucking like it. The point of all of it is you don't got to fucking like it. It's a fucking free world. Click on buy if you don't like it, man. You know.
Right.
There you go. There you fucking go. Well, we did tease everybody with the infidelity stuff, but you know what? Before we do move on to we're gonna kick the infidelity talk back to the next break if that's all right with you. But I do want to make a quick plea to our Metal-O-Maniacs out there, especially our social media Metal-O-Maniacs.
Okay.
Enough with the animal abuse videos already. I get it. It's awful. It's a terrible thing that happens in this world that I hate. And there's a lot of terrible things in this world that I hate, but that does not mean I want you to stuff our metal group with videos of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish rape didn't exist, but if you post rape videos on my goddamn book, you're going to get booted. And I just enough. I get it. Now, I will tell you, there are metal bands that have made videos that are pretty brutal. You know, our buddy David Wu from Riff Shop and stuff, you know, his other metal band, which my apologies, but the other band's name escapes me at the moment, but I know they put together a really, really brutal video about animal abuse. And it's fucked up, and it's, you know, they're making a point, and I get that. And if that video is on our site, I won't delete that. I just won't. That's metal. It's whatever. It's art. It's expression.
It's your form of expression.
Exactly.
Right.
And for that reason, I won't censor it. But if you're just for the point of posting
for
someone
awareness,
beating a
I mean,
fucking,
it's,
I mean, I get that, but
that's the point of it. I mean, they're not just posting it for.
I know.
Point,
I know.
you know,
They are caring
but-
human beings.
right.
The people who are posting these,
But there's a place for it.
right, and it's not our metal group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it isn't. You know, I hope that is something.
I was going to
that
ask,
stops
like, okay, like once, you know, once you can't even do it, or like,
right.
you know, you prefer
once a
not
week.
to,
Can I
like-
post it? No, not our group.
No.
Not our group, man.
I didn't even
Start
say once
your
a
own
week.
group.
I said just once.
Once
like,
ever.
You know,
Well, no, I'm not going to throw you out. That's not going to be my reaction is almost never going to be to throw somebody out. That's never. You're really going to have to push the envelope for me to decide fuck this guy or girl or whatever. They got to get the fuck out of the group.
okay.
You know, I'm not going to. Certainly not. I'm not going to throw you out for that. You're making a point that something you're passionate about, and I get that. I don't hate you for it. I just would like for you to stop. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see that.
Right, I don't.
Just like I don't want to see the political shit. I don't want to see
exactly. I don't want the
anything
political
that's
shit.
got a Sarah McLachlan song playing in the background. I don't want
Right,
that.
just keep it. And you know what? Start your own group on Facebook. You probably can draw lots of people together that are very in tune with what
Right.
you're doing, and will appreciate that.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not trying to shut down your expression, just your expression in our group on that.
Right.
Can you hear Deuce snoring in the
I
studio?
can. I was wondering if everybody else
I wonder
could.
if people at home can hear
I know.
Deuce snoring in the studio.
He's loud.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's play a Lamb of God song. They have this brand new song off of what will be their upcoming release. It is a self-titled release, and a lot of bands are doing that. We'll talk a little bit about that on the other side of this as well. But the song is called Checkmate. I dig it. I know there's a little bit of back and forth on this as well. There's very split. Some people love it. Some people don't seem to love it. I personally think it kicks ass, man. It's a kick-ass metal song. So let's say we play a kick-ass metal song together. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Here's your Lamb of God. Here's your log.
You dork.
That motherfucker's my Caucasian.
Caucasian.
Write that shit down.
He is your Caucasian.
He is my Caucasian. And a motherfucker.
That's good shit.
A little bit of log for you, Lamb of God, man. I think it's a great song. You know, I know you like the song, but
Yeah, it's good.
what the fuck, man? It's metal and it's good stuff. And I wonder what's up with that. I noticed that
The
Lamb of
self-titled
God.
thing.
Yeah, what's up with that? A lot of bands have done that over the last few years. Obituary a couple of years ago when they put out the self-titled one. You know, that was like their 10th or 12th album or whatever. It's odd to me that it's one thing to do it when it's your debut release. Like we talked to Slashers earlier in the show tonight. Shout out. And, you know, that's their debut release. It's called Slashers. They got a song called Slashers. In fact, the first time we played a song from them, we played the band, song, album, Slashers. You know what I mean? And I get that. That's cool. When you're introducing your band has arrived.
Right.
It seems like a missed opportunity when it's later. You know, you could have put a whole nother marketing spin on it with your cool album name and, you know, done T-shirts based on that
Right.
design and fuck, you know what I mean?
Well, I imagine somebody's been asked about it. What's the feedback?
I can't seem to find anything really. And I did look. It just kind of be like, well, most bands seem to say it was like a reestablishing of ourselves. You know, it was a reemergence of ourselves. And,
Oh.
you know, and I guess I get that for the most part. But fuck, man. You know, the last Obituary album should have been called fucking 10,000 Ways to Die, brother. You know what I mean? It just should have been. It was a great song. And fuck, you know. But anyway, you know.
Well, sorry you were hurt by that.
It's a weird thing. I'm wondering what you guys and gals out there think. What do you think of that? If you're in a band, would you put out your 7th album self-titled, or would you know? I have talked to musicians that are like, I would never put out any album self-titled. I wanted to have that whole angle of it. You know what I mean? That's a whole thing that hooks the mind a little bit. So I get that.
All right.
You know, very curious. Very curious. So Scully, you know, something we have failed to talk about. We talked a little bit about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
But since we've been back, during the time we've been gone this week, Scully and I have celebrated an anniversary. 21 years. Good.
We
Googly
didn't
woogly.
practice that.
No, we didn't. Nasty noodles. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, 21 years, man. 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time. And that's all I'm saying about that. It's a long time. But no, you know what? The part of the reason we made it there, I would say, is we never cheated on each other. We never strayed. We never, you know what I mean? Even when things were bad, and let me tell you, 21 years, things get bad on times. Anyone who's been together that long is lying to you if they said it's all been roses and buttercups. But we never fucked around, you know? We never ended up dipping our noodles in puddings in other neighborhoods and shit. But that does bring me to something that I thought was funny, and that's the guy at the soccer game. I'm sorry, but I know I'm a dick for this, but it is hilarious to me how buttoned up he becomes when he realizes he's on camera. You know what I mean? He definitely is. He doesn't kiss her. If he does, his defense later was, I didn't kiss her, and of course he's pissed and he's losing his mind and claiming he was innocent and all this kind of stuff. But he doesn't kiss her, but he's definitely leaning into and just reads with his eyeballs, makes the real, oh shit, I'm on camera.
Right, this is not good.
No, and matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to show it to you, man. I'm going to show it to you and a couple other things that I thought were pretty funny when I was researching this. Check it out.
All right.
You know what? Let's go to the videotape.
Okay, so here we have the video that started this whole idea off in the first place. This gentleman is clearly at a soccer game with someone who is not his woman. And they're having a good time. Here we go. Look, I'm leaning in for the kiss and boom. Oh, I'm on camera. I think I'm on camera. Oh, my Lord, I am on camera. Let me lean in. Oh, geez. Look, you can almost see the thoughts running through his mind right now as he bites his lip and thinks, I am so fucking busted here. Good Christ. All that other Barcelona pussy is running for the hills now. Sorry, brother, but you got busted. So then, of course, while looking up that couple, it led me down a very dark path. A path I'll share with you now on Metal-O-Mania. Alright, let's start this off with some light fare. And by light fare, I mean light petting. A little bit of light petting at the Atlanta Braves game. It looks like the Brewers are in town, and so is this young fella's hands all over this young lady. They are caught on camera, and he's definitely being brave. So this is our first example of people think alcohol makes them invisible.
Apparently, it's good to be a Skins fan. They sell ticket packages that include happy endings. I wonder how much it is for the BJ section. Asking for a friend. Do you got a tip for this service?
Alright, this was one of my favorites here because clearly the cameraman has been tipped off that something is going on because there's no action. Look, there's a strike at home, no action in the outfield, and the camera zooms right up to the crowd, and what do we have here? It appears to be a man and a woman both feeling up another woman. You gotta like that, and she's not doing too much complaining there. And oh, that's right, there's a baseball game going on. Oh, forget the baseball game. Look at this. This woman's like got a cigarette in one hand. She's getting completely felt up by this other couple. And she seems to appreciate what's going on. I mean, they are going at it. This is a no hands barred situation clearly underway. And there's a lot of smiles. So, and the cameraman has completely forgotten that there's a baseball game going on. Look at this. This is crazy. She's doing that coy, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I wonder, is this guy on the side our boyfriend here? He's like, oh yeah, that's right. There is a baseball game happening. I forgot. There's a baseball game. Forget the game. Look at this. Good gravy. This is a bit on the crazy side at this point, isn't it? I can't help but wonder if the guy off to the right is with someone or is he just a spectator, because he's pretty close there. And yeah, this is a pretty hardcore public display of affection on the way here. You can Google it for the rest. We're not going to get pornographic, but we already kind of are. Look at this. Oh, and she finally gives the reach back. There we go. And all the bases are being covered at this baseball game, it would seem. Moving on. No, really, moving on. All right, seriously this time. I think they're done anyway. Oh, and there goes a button. My goodness. And then there's this French couple down by the Riviera doing it in front of God and country and this guy. A little bit of an audience sometimes helps, I guess. And nothing like going for it, man. And there you go. This is one of those many times in life where people believe that alcohol makes you invisible. But it really doesn't. And this is clearly in the middle of the day in an outside fast food type restaurant place. I mean, maybe a tourist town looking in the background, but everyone knows what you're doing, including the guy that's filming you. This dude has caught on, has now got you on camera. Think about that for a second, folks. Everyone has a camera, and now the people these two are probably cheating on know all about it. Look, I think this dude looks over right at this point and thinks, I think we're being filmed, honey. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't care.
This dude's got a secret. Wait a minute. That's not a secret. We all know what you're doing there. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it, baby. Come on.
But there's cameras, baby.
No,
There's a whole bunch of people here. No, baby. Seriously.
All right, well, fuck this. Here it is. There it is.
Good, great. Honey, cover it with something. Look, you got a napkin or
no,
something?
Are you kidding me?
No,
What
come
are
on.
you doing?
Look, there's people that can see. Cover it. I'm done. I don't even know what to tell you.
Here it is.
Are you kidding me right now, baby? You are crazy, lady. All right, I don't even know what to tell you. This is crazy. And finally, well, here you go. This one's innocent. I'm just a trained dude collecting some tickets from everybody. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? All right, that's not what you're supposed to do on our train. And now the looks of embarrassment. You've been caught.
That was pointless.
It's almost like the Carlton.
Yeah. Are you saying I do the Carlton? When I go to the videotape, am I doing the Carlton?
Like a half a Carlton.
Hey, you know what? A year ago, I couldn't have done that shit. So, thank you. But yeah, what do you think, man? So I just thought some of that was pretty funny. But we're just curious. Let us know what you guys think of some of the video stuff, man. I thought that was cool, and it was an excuse for me to show you some goofy stuff.
Somewhere where you're potentially going to be on a big screen,
right?
You know,
well, and like the couple at the baseball game and stuff like that. Like, man, you and I have done some goofy stuff, but we are cognizant of the fact that there are cameras in this world. You know what I mean? Like our stuff, we did crazy stuff in dressing rooms and places where there aren't cameras. Now, not bathrooms though. No thanks.
No, I'm not into that.
Yeah, that's all right. But you know, you don't have to worry about a camera there anyway. But that does lead me to where some of those people doing them crazy things in public. It does make me want to ask all our metalheads, where's some fucked up shit you did, man? Are you on camera? How many of you are on camera somewhere doing something like that? And there's a ton of them. I mean, in doing my research for some of those are just the tip of the iceberg, man. There's people like on film. You know, obviously doing some fingering in bars and fingering at clubs and, you know, straight up fucking in the backseat of cars and parking lots and just, man, people are, dude, everybody has a phone nowadays. You are on film.
Right.
You are getting filmed fucking in public these days. You are. That's just the way it is. So I want to know from you, man, how many of you are on film doing some dirty things? And our email is theironkings@yahoo.com. No. How freaky are you motherfuckers, though? We're finding out about you. We know that you're thieves already from earlier, and now we know you're a bunch of fucking infidelity-ass motherfuckers, too. So how fucked up are you? Tell us. We want to know. How fucked up are you, Skilly?
Not very fucked up at all,
you know, you're pretty lame on the fucked up scale.
Goody two shoes.
Yeah. I got lucky.
Kind of lame.
I got pretty lucky with that kind of thing.
I don't even lie.
I know, right? Not even when I want you to.
No, I don't.
Sometimes I'm like, please fucking lie to me, and no, you still won't.
I'm pretty
that's
brutally
cool
honest.
I appreciate that about you more than I would take it the other way. So
pretty upfront with, you know, I'm not good at faking my feelings or actually, you know what, my face tells you everything you need to know.
Even if you were to try, you couldn't get away with it.
I'm not a good liar. I don't do it well, and like I said, my face gives me away.
Yeah, every time.
Any feeling I have, you can read right there.
Yep. You can't get it. Maybe that's why you're not a liar, because you're not good at it. You always got caught, so you just gave it up.
Yeah, I don't try. I don't try.
Maybe that's why more skilled liars stick with it.
Well, I never practiced, so I never honed the skills.
Yep. See, you know, there's probably something to that. It's like any other kind of bone. You got to flex it to make it work.
Right. Muscle.
Okay. Yeah, I said bone. I'm always thinking of flexing my
I'm gonna give you
boner.
a dick joke for that. You need to.
My life
how
is
many
a
you think
dick
I've
joke.
missed?
Probably a couple. Let's jump it up to 13 and let's play
I
some
was gonna
modern
say
retro.
10, but- all right.
How about that? I have got some kick-ass jams in store for everybody. I got some comedy for you. I got some Matt Fulcher in the comedy, as a matter of fact, who is a dude right here from our own backyard. I love this dude. He's from Southern
That's so
Maryland.
cool.
I actually talked to him on social media a little bit earlier today, and he was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking party. Very cool guy, very funny guy, man, and he's got a great podcast you should follow, a great YouTube channel you should follow. We're going to give you all that information. Please do support that. We're going to play some other comedy, and I don't even know what it is, but we're going to play some Abysmal Dawn to open up the Modern Retro tonight. Killer fucking band out of L.A. This is their 5th album. It is stellar. You're going to love it. Check it out. Then we're going to do our old school jam of the week, which is some Sacred Reich. We were going to do this song last week, but we kicked it back for the DRI jam to give our respects to Josh. But we're going to play Ignorance. We're going to play the title track off of Ignorance for Sacred Reich. That is the debut self-titled release and it made sense. It was their first album in 1987. And you know what? Then we're going to play some fucking Dysnomia, man. I'm telling you what, this Anagnorosa.
Can you say it?
No, I can't, man. Anagnorosis. The album and the song is called Anagnorosis.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
And the
Something
band is
close
called
to that.
Dysnomia. And fuck what it's called. It's called fucking killer badass fucking metal. I'm not kidding. I love this fucking song. I love all. Man, yes. How about a yes? Can I get a yes?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. So this is a sophomore release from these badasses from Brazil. You really should show them the love. They're so killer, man. And here you go. Let's dump some modern retro all over your foreheads and your faces and your ears and whatever.
All right, here we go.
Have some.
Apparently someone's too good to have another man's semen in his wife.
What?
destruction of the bear. Slowly, rising, fading. Will you live before you die? Toiling, repeating. Mistakes you make 1,000 times. Always watching, always eating. You will love the woman like myself.
Enough fucking talk! In the name of God, put the fucking plum baby down!
Don't forget Metal-O-Maniacs to watch and support badassery.
I'm glad to be here in Washington State, home of recreational marijuana. Congratulations. That's so much energy for pot smokers, but we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that tonight. I'm from California, where we're going through the phase in history where we're pretending like marijuana is medicine. We're playing that game. We wink at each other when we buy it. We pretend like it's healthy. Is it healthy? Maybe if you eat it. Is anything you smoke ever good for you? Is your doctor ever like, I want you to go home, I want you to get some lettuce, get some chives, get some spinach, dry it out in the microwave, roll it up in a piece of paper, light it on fire, and inhale the smoke into your lungs. Make sure you hold it. At your age, you gotta get your greens. Have you ever heard an athlete be like, oh man, I just freebased this low-fat turkey sandwich on whole wheat bread. I can run an inch right now. Had to go to New York City, had to get roommates. Dude, I'm a grown-ass man, which means I had grown-ass men roommates, which is grown-ass disgusting, all right? And a roommate going to the refrigerator, he's looking for something to eat. He's like, hey, is this pistachio pudding or is this guacamole? I was like, dude, that's bacon. You just throw that out. You can't fry that out. You gotta throw that out. Ugh.
What are you doing? Are you trying to find my G-spot? Just stick it in. I don't know. I've never done this before. Stick it in. Go.
future takes only a matter of time. How long will be the be the one who awaits? Eager rapid no escapes to save the race.
We got to come to this part of town more often.
People try a lot of weird stuff. You know, I went out with a girl once. She said, "You want to have the most unbelievable orgasm in the world?" No. She said, "I'm going to stick a knotted rag up your ass." I said, "No, you're not." She said, "No, look, I'm going to stick it up there, see? And just when you're ready to come, I'm going to yank it out. And it's gonna be like the 4th of July. Well, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to my ass, I don't like the word yank right off the bat. I said, "You know, honey, I don't want to rag up my ass." She said, "How about a string of beads?" I said, "What are you, Monty Hall? This isn't Let's Make a Deal here. What do you mean?" But I figure you only go around this crazy old world once, so what the fuck? Yeah, so I'm at the hospital getting the beads removed. Doctor pulled the string and I came like a wildcat. Just started explaining how they got up there. Gee, you're never gonna believe this. I was on a stepladder putting a bulb in, and I slipped and fell and they went right up there. I hate going to the doctor. I just went for a complete physical. I'm in there undressed. The doctor comes in. He said, "You know, your left testicle feels funny." I said, "Shit, then leave it alone. Feels funny for me that you're holding it so long." And who grows up to want to be a proctologist? What kind of goal is this in life? I had to get a thing called a sigmoidoscopy. They take something like this long and they stick it up your ass just to look around. I said, "For what, a parking space?" He said, "Look, I got a better idea. Why don't you tell me what you're looking for? I'll tell you where it is and we don't have to use this." He said, "We're looking for blood in your stool." I said, "Well, you know, I never went to med school, but if you use this, I can make a prediction right now."
All right, well, this just means that I'm gonna fuck his mom. Hey!
What are you kids doing with all this?
Monster hunting.
And there you go. Despite all of that modern retro haha, the dog continues to snore. It's amazing. It's quite a feat. It's quite, but I'll tell you, great songs, great comedy, good stuff. Metal-O-Mania, man. Good shit.
Heck yeah.
That's how you modern your retro haha right there, and we're going to keep it coming. We're going to keep it happening. And I do have to kind of hurry through the rest of the show because, I got to get to that peanut butter American cheese and mayonnaise sandwich. That's probably why Deuce is sleeping. He got to eat that sandwich. He was like, I'll take it. If nobody else wants it, I'll take it. And he did.
Yeah.
So, do you have any weird shit that you
fat.
eat? What's your weird thing? You got any weird thing that you crave like that? Like Pop had the peanut butter, the peanut butter cheese and mayonnaise sandwich. Pop also had peanut butter banana's not crazy, really. A lot of people do that, but he definitely liked that one a lot.
Not that it's like, I guess,
Fried bologna was a big one.
something I do often or anything, but
What's your weird one?
I like cottage cheese, Thousand Island dressing, and sunflower seeds.
That is weird. Yep. You take a bowl and you dump cottage cheese, Thousand Island dressing, and sunflower seeds into it. Stir it all up, put salt and pepper on it, and eat it. Yeah, that is weird. That's a weird one. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's got
That's
the
a weird one.
crunchy. It's got the tangy of the
It's got some salty
dressing,
stuff.
and it's cottage cheese. That's good,
That's pretty, yeah, that's a weird one. I'll give you.
It stemmed from, honestly, that's kind of what I put on a salad. You know what I mean?
Right. And you
Other
just started,
shit, too, as
you just
well,
took the
but,
salad out. All the shit that was good for me, I got rid of that shit and kept eating the crap. So, yeah, okay.
I left out all the vegetables.
Right. It's the salad part without the salad part, man. Fuck. That's crazy. What's my goopy thing? I don't really think I have a goopy thing, do I?
Especially not now.
Yeah, now
It's
I
just
barely
beef
eat any
jerky
fucking
is all
thing.
you eat
Right,
now.
beef jerky, and I eat fruit, nuts, and lean meat. That's what I eat. Fruits, nuts, and lean meat. And yeah, save your nuts jokes, bitches. But I do want to know what your things are. I remember a long time ago, a buddy of mine would eat none of
Sorry,
that.
I tried to hide it.
A
behind
buddy
my
of
mic
mine
over
and
here.
I would get really, really baked, and in his pantry he had old, baked, he had a house left to him by his grandmother.
Okay.
And she had canned goods in there from fucking I bet from the Roosevelt era.
Right.
But like he would make sandwiches, he would have bread and just that canned goods that we were young, we were broke, but we'd be baked. And we'd make sandwiches of just bread and corn. 1962 corn.
Right. Oh, you guys are gross.
Fuck yeah. But what's the fucked up thing you eat? What's the fucked up thing you crave? I know a lot of you that hang out with the show are bakers, man. And if you're a baker, I know you get weird cravings for that. So.
Yeah, you crave a lot of shit.
Yeah,
sure.
man. I know you got some weird shit.
We eat healthier for the most part
Now
these
we do.
days,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I still love those little cheese balls or like the cheese Cheetos or whatever. Like it's basically just puffs of like cheese bullshit. Like
right. I know what you're talking about. You like
I
that
do
wine
love
cheese
those
stuff too. You're big on that wine cheese.
Port, whatever.
Port wine
but,
cheese.
Yeah.
You love
but
that
yeah, that's
shit.
different though. That's like you put on crackers and that's like fancy. I'm
Who you
talking
ca-
about like
who you
cheese
calling a
puffs.
fucking
Like
cracker?
they're not like what?
You're a big ice cream girl too. You've always been a big ice cream person. You love them cookies and them Klondike bars. It is fucked up what you have done
Certain
around here for
things.
some Klondike bars.
Certain ice creams like the Klondike bars I do like for sure.
And the ice cream sandwiches you like.
I like ice cream sandwiches, not the shitty
not the old school
chocolate, like,
ones. No, you like the chocolate chip
lame-ass-
cookie ones.
Yeah, the cookie
Right.
ice cream sandwich. Right.
What do you about you motherfuckers, man? What do you crave? What do you crave when you're
In
going
my
and looking? What do
ice
you crave?
cream, I don't generally want chunks in my ice cream.
See, I'm completely the opposite.
I'll eat some, but I prefer minimal chunks in my ice cream.
Could not agree. Could not disagree more. Now, granted, I'm not eating too much of that kind of shit these days. But when I was a big ice cream guy, I wanted all. My favorite was everything but the kitchen sink from Ben and Jerry's. I love that shit. Everything in the motherfucking world in it.
No, it's not good.
Throw it all in there. Give me crunchy, chewy shit. I'm down.
No.
Of course, now I'm not down for anything. Now, now what I'm down is 185 fucking pounds. That's what
Right.
I'm down. God damn it. All right, well,
Looking good.
that's why I want to know what weird shit y'all crave,
In a
man. There might be
1X.
some good fucking.
In a 1X
I'm wearing a 1X
t-shirt,
shirt, goddammit.
guys.
Yeah, it's been a long time since that could happen.
Fuck yeah.
I used to wear 1X t-shirts as condoms.
He's wearing the bright ass yellow just to make the point. Like, you got
Yeah,
in
look
this
how little
1X
this fucking Crip guy is, god damn it. All right,
sure you
well,
notice.
yeah, that's right. I want you to notice, goddammit.
I know.
You somehow didn't
Very
notice how
compliment.
fat I got. So what the
Well,
fuck?
that I will say. I didn't.
Notice either, but I'll never let it happen again. But you know what? It does help me stay skinny is running around bashing my head against walls to metal. So let's play some Silosis.
Okay.
This band is out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It is their 13th. No. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're doing Silosis.
Yeah, they're fifth full length.
Yeah, their fifth full length. See, you wrote your shit
Right.
down all fucked
Well, here,
up.
let me announce it then.
All
Here,
right,
what are we doing? Silosis?
Yep.
I
Sever.
I Sever.
Yep, badass song, by the way. Killer.
Right. It's off Cycle of Suffering.
Yes, it is.
And that is their fifth full length.
And they are out of the UK.
Right, from the UK.
Right.
This is one, interesting fact though, but it's the first release since they reformed the band about a year ago.
That's right.
So they were
You are
together
correct.
and took a bit of a break and then reformed, and this is their first release.
Awesome. Oh, and we're doing a twofer though right now, actually, aren't
Yeah,
we?
that's not the only thing you're gonna hear.
Yeah, that's good shit.
You're also gonna hear Malevolent Creation.
Fuck yes.
Release the Soul.
I love that band so much, man.
This is off of the 13th Beast, which happens to be their 13th release.
Fuck yeah.
I wonder if that is significant.
Hmm.
But these motherfuckers have been together since 1986.
I know, right?
So
And so underappreciated, truly. Malevolent Creation should be a staple in every metalhead. Truly, they should be a staple in every metalhead's collection. You should have everything they put out. They're a fantastic band.
right,
Truly.
from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't know if we said that.
Yeah,
or
from
not,
Fort
so-
Lauderdale, that's right, from She-Wolf's neighborhood. They're down there from She-Wolf's area. It's just killer fucking band, man. So another
You'll
two-piece. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll get out of here for the night. What do you think?
Say goodnight.
Yeah, what do you think?
Sounds
Do some
good.
metal?
Yep.
All right, let's give him another two-piece, Scully.
All right.
Thank you. Nicely done, by the way.
Thank you.
You can do it! You can do it all night long!
You just didn't follow the plan. You never follow the plan, man.
You need to unclench your asshole.
You need to eat my clenched asshole. How about that?
Stay out of my face. You mean nothing to me. Take my secret. We're gonna let you in fate. I'm gonna find out what you have to do me. You're close to the story that you have to me. Yeah! We'll tear your soul apart.
You're an emotional cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly.
And where else are you going to go where you're going to get Silosis followed by Malevolent Creation followed by the Crypt and Scully? That's fucking good shit, goddammit. I'm going to tell you right now, Scully, I enjoy the fuck out of my hump days these days because I get to do metal with you.
Nice.
It's good stuff. And I get to do metal with all of you out there. It means the world to us that you continue to hang out with us and do the thing and
Say hey on the chat board. And
right. You know, the emails and the fucking talking. I love nothing more than a Friday evening fucking thing where somebody sends a message where I can tell very clearly by your message that, you know, you're watching the show right now. This person is clearly somewhere watching the show right now because, you know, I can tell, you know. So, and that's cool, and I appreciate it. And we hope that you will share the show with some more metalheads. Let's continue to grow this thing. We can't do it without your help. So please do grab a metalhead, tell them about our show if you dig what we're doing, and hopefully you do. And let them know. You know, let's grow this thing.
Spread the metal.
Like a boner in a fucking trailer park. Anyhow, what else do we got? I do want to thank James from Slashers for joining us tonight. Very, very cool dude. Very, very cool band. Please do go pick up that release and support all these bands, man. We've made it very easy for you. Scully puts their fucking links and everything on the fucking Facebook crap and all that shit. So go there and show, like their Facebooks and their YouTubes and stuff, man. Especially if the band strikes you as a band that you like, go and like their page, man. You won't miss out on what they're doing. You know,
Right.
Good shit. So let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Oh, and I real quickly though, we do want to remind you, coming in the next few weeks, we have the 420 release, which we'll share some information about that more next week in the show. But we have more bands adding to that all the time. We have the trip to Chicago coming in June. We have some interviews coming up with some great bands. We're going to be talking to Dust Bolt. We're going to be talking to Self Disgrace. We're going to be talking to Hyperia. We're going to be talking to Hazard. We're gonna be talking to Paradox Rift next fucking week, man. We're gonna be talking to Outlier. We're gonna fuck yes, you know. So many great bands are coming to join us for Metal-O-Mania, and make sure you join us as well. So, on that note, you want to get the fuck out of here?
Sure.
I know you're getting tired, so let's close out the thing with the brand new Black Dahlia Murder Jam.
Oh yeah.
This song is so fucking thunderously heavy. I love it. It is the title track off the new release, which does not come out until April 17th. This is just the single that has been released. It is called Verminous, and it's going to make you fucking filthy like vermin, you know? and enjoy it, though. You're going to love every fucking second of it. And I love it so much that we're going to close episode 155 of Metal-O-Mania with it. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Scully.
Thank you.
And thank you, Metalheads.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Fuck yeah, man. We'll see you next week on The Hump.
Much love.
Much metal.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to me.
So your next challenge is my cock.
Hi, Billy Mays here, and have I got a special offer for you? Have you been down and out and losing your faith in humanity? Well, we have the cure right here. It's called
Metal-O-Mania.
We're Stay to See, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania.
Hey, this is Chaz from Red Death here, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.